Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video on the secret behind the £20 note. The conversation continues. Now, I've received lots of interesting comments on that last video that I posted. And there's so many that it's going to be impossible to address everybody's. But there's quite a few that stood out to me and I'd like to address them in this particular video. And also reveal a few other interesting things that stood out to me. So I received a comment from someone called John about 6 days ago. And the comment says, "It's a lighthouse, the one in Margate, that Turner was inspired by. The rings represent the light. The symbol is that of the staircase in the Tate. That's the Tate that has one of the largest collections of Turner's work in the world. That's why it has the letter T in it. Take a look of an image of Margate Lighthouse and the top of the staircase in the Tate, and you'll find the true meaning. Just in case you didn't know, the note also has a big image of an artist on it. Guess who? Oh yeah, it's Turner." Thanks, John, for your comment. I think your comment has probably received the most replies. Now I'm going to take it sentence by sentence, and I'm actually going to just state my views and also sort of counteract your argument with other people's comments. So the first thing that John mentions is that it's a lighthouse, the one in Margate that Turner was inspired by. Now, again, I did know all this and I had done my research. I chose not to mention Turner's name and all the others because I felt like it would detract from the purpose of the video. Like I said in my last video, I am not a conspiracy theorist, but I just want to spark conversation and interest on some of these world issues. So, yes, it's a lighthouse and it's the one in Margate that Turner was inspired by. Bonafide Body says, just for those who are just saying that it's Margate Lighthouse, why would you put a city behind it? Remember, I made mention in my last video, which I'm going to link to this video in case you've not seen it. Why would you put a city behind it? It looks like some sort of circuit board or grid. Under the city digital computing code, you would think behind a lighthouse, perhaps you'd see a coastline or an ocean or some sort of seagulls, but nothing like that. And I think that that comment is quite interesting. Then John goes on to mention that the symbol is that of the staircase in the Tate, and that the Tate has one of the largest collections of Turner's work. Now, have a look at this image, guys. You can see here, there's a staircase of the Tate Modern. Yeah, so that's the Tate Modern Museum. And then that's an image of the purple patch foil that actually has an image of what I suspected looks like the coronavirus image in there. Can you see any resemblance? I'd like you to judge for yourself. Now, again, John goes on to mention that because it's Turner's work, that's why it has the letter T in it. Now, I had two very interesting comments, one from Susie Wood initially and another from Sean. And it states that the T within the image could stand for Tate. However, why would it? Because if it's an artist's impression of a staircase, would it need that clue? Surely everyone could tell, or it should be quite obvious that it is an image of the Tate staircase or the entrance to the staircase. Would it need to have a T to say that it's referring to the Tate specifically? Again, have a think about that. And Susie does mention that actually, thinking about it more carefully, T cells are the cells that actually, do all the finishing work, wipe up after the toxins that are released if a virus infects the body. Okay, so we have T cells within the body that do the immune work to try and rid the body of the virus. That's interesting, guys, and quite ironic, really. Let's keep going. John goes on to say, take a look of the image of the Margate Lighthouse and the top of the image of the staircase, and you'll get the true meaning, which I showed you just previously. Now, somebody else by the name Alexandra mentioned something even more intriguing. She says, type corona, the Latin meaning, on the internet and check exactly what it has on the other side of the £20 bill where the symbol of the virus is. Now I'm going to show you this on the screen. On the exact same place where the purple patch foil is, where we see some sort of symbol that resembles a coronavirus, on the exact opposite side we see what looks like a crown. Now when you type in corona, the Latin meaning, on Google, corona in Latin means crown. On the other side of the virus symbol, we have what looks like a crown. The world is getting more crazy, guys. Then, we've been told that this lighthouse represents Margate Lighthouse, or that sort of tower that I referred to in my last video. Now, think about it this way. A lighthouse doesn't cause radiation. In fact, it would emit light. Light is emitted in transverse waves. Why then is it that the so-called Margate Lighthouse that we see on the image of the £20 note is showing some sort of radiation or some sort of light in a circular motion, when we all know that light doesn't travel in circular motions? That's for you to judge. Then someone by name PM mentions another interesting fact and takes us to have a look at the $10 Australian note. Now take a look at this, guys. Can you see what looks very similar to the coronavirus look-alike sign on our £20 British note, on this same Australian $10 note? But actually there's a fair few of them hovering around what looks like some type of masts. Now, as we know, masts emit radiation of some sort. Again, is that linked to the 5G? Guys, this is super intriguing now. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's it from me.